David with your Tip Thursday. Today I wanted to come to you from something from the Bible, actually. I'm in Matthew chapter 5. I'm going to read verses 38 through 42. And this is part of a scripture that is in the middle of a sermon that Jesus is preaching on the mountainside, the Sermon on the Mount. So here we go. You have heard it is said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I tell you, do not resist an evil person. If someone strikes you on the right cheek, turn to him the other also. And if someone wants to sue you and take your tunic, let him have your cloak as well. If someone forces you to go 1 mile, go with him 2. Give to the one who asks from you, and do not turn away from the one who wants to borrow from you. So Jesus, I find this really fascinating because it's a verse that's talking about how do you deal with people who are your enemies, basically. And I think it has a lot to say because Jesus is saying, don't resist this person, go the extra mile for this person, in fact, and serve. And maybe that opens up a conversation about how you're a little bit different than other people and how you get to have a conversation with them about God, potentially. And so I think that's what the verse is saying. And I think that that's something that we got to keep in our minds as we serve around here at church. We have a lot of families coming in, and part of our job as leaders and as volunteers in our church is to just love people and to love and help them get connected. And so whenever someone comes to you, I want to encourage you guys to try and find the solution. And if you can't find the solution, find someone who can find the solution for someone. That's the best way that we're going to serve people, by making sure that they know that they are loved and cared for and that we're doing our best to take care of them. So if someone's having a problem getting checked in, either send someone to come find me and I can help them get downstairs and make sure they're all checked in, or walk down with them yourself. The power of someone going the extra mile is just... it's undeniable. I think of one of the first things the first thing that my wife and I did when we moved here to Mason was we got to our house, we took our stuff out, we let our dogs out, then we left them at the house. So we went to the City Barbecue that is down at Voice of America, and they were so great to us. It was our first time there, and it was kind of a slow night, but they were like, hey, do you know what you want? And we were taking our time because we weren't sure. It was our first time there. And they were like, you know what? We'll give you all these sides to try out. We'll give you free drinks while you try to choose. And I will tell you guys what, that has made me like a lifelong customer at that place. I will go there for my barbecue every single time if I can, just because they have this customer service. And it's not just been then, it's been like a repeat thing that I've noticed that every time I go in there, they're just going out of their way to make sure people are taken care of. And I think that's part of our job as leaders, is to make sure people are taken care of when they come to the church, because these are people that are coming for the first time and they don't know necessarily where different things are, how to get checked in and all that stuff. So it's our job to make sure that we are helping people get connected to God by removing just boundaries from them, and by helping them make sure that they know where to go and all that stuff. So I want to encourage you guys in that. You'll never get in trouble for me unless you leave your kids all alone. So bring them with you and teach them this story. I think it's really great. So I want to make sure that you are also signed up for the All Family Life training that's coming up on March 13th. It's required for you guys, and if you can't be there, make sure to shoot me an email and let me know you can't be there, and we'll set up a time to talk later. But it's going to be about safety. It's going to be just some time for us to talk as a elementary team about where we're going and where the ministry's going. So I want to encourage you guys to do that, and I'll also be coming around talk about Easter. So make sure to see you guys there this weekend, and I love you guys. Thank you guys for loving on kids and helping families get connected to God here at Christ Church. Bye.